Okay.
Yeah, but can you play keyboard?
Azov.
Keyboard gamer.
Okay, let's see if Azov is actually decent.
And actually, I can play keyboard. I'm actually very good at it.
Okay, Azov, I'm gonna. You very actually rarely see these things. And the axe. The side, I like it. One, it looks goofy. I mean, with that, and it covers about 1/3. Two. Yeah, it covers about 1/3. And the axe is just overpowered because down. I mean, you can't tell without being powerful. Yeah, so the side looks goofy. I love it. The down, I think Yumiko kind of just stole off that. Yumiko didn't have that extra flair, and it's great to just spam with. Now the up is more if they're next to you, and if they're trying to jump on edge guard, and then axe combo, easy destroy. Now the bow. The bow I think has many similarities. For starters, the size, it doesn't have similarities to the other side, but it does have a wide area. The down is similar to the other down, pretty good for covering wide areas. And the up is pretty good. I'll try to combo it.
Guys, let's go for the door.
Being chased by a neck. Oh,
It's pretty powerful, but yeah, I would say Azov's pretty good. Okay, I wouldn't say he's over the top powerful, but I would say he's decent character. Okay, now time for Koji. Okay, Koji v Teros. Okay, Koji, he's more like a retreat and then attack sort of. Okay, it doesn't really cover that much, it takes up like one. Okay, go through. 1, 2, 3. It takes 4 to go. It takes 4 to go up. The other side's pretty decent. Then the up. If I do that, it's pretty powerful and it gives me anime vibes. Now the down, it's also similar to a teleport, except you got to hit it directly on the mark. So high risk, high reward thing again. So yeah. And you got bow. Now I like this one because it's sort of like you can dodge an object, but the thing is, instead of holding it, means the further you go, like if you hold it, it's like hello. Down, I think it's pretty cool. It gives me down vibes, unlike some of the last ones that we've seen. And the up, it just goes directly up. It's like what every dagger player wishes to see in an up move. Yeah, but they got to be pretty accurate with it. So Koji's good, but I wouldn't recommend him. Okay, now time for Olgrim. Now I actually tried Dogrim because I was really into the lance and the axe. I just really didn't think he suited my playstyle with his moveset. But I shall be covering over that now to see if it's actually any good. Okay, let's see. The down is pretty good. It's not the best for most things because they can just sort of jump over it. It's decent enough, especially with the lance, so it's pretty good at comboing. The side is not the best. It's like pierce, sort of. So yeah, it's pretty good, but for a lance that has very poor knockback and not the best at edge guarding. However, the up does not really work in most circumstances. It's not even good at edge guarding. So yeah, pretty bad. Now the axe, I would say is decent because you can just do that. The side, I think is good because it's like a dual axe combo. You can get so many combos and it just looks so goofy. And I think it covers the screen pretty well. 1, 2, 3. That's pretty decent. Then the up, I think is great. It's just it's lacking power and damage. I thought it died from that. Die, please. Okay, thank you. So Olgrim I don't really like. I would say he's a very bad character. Now time for Diana. I see a lot of people use this character for some reason. Well, I don't even think it's that good, to be honest. Okay, now Diana, it's decent because it's got I'm pretty sure it's got the 2 fastest weapons in the game, with some of them having the longest range. I'm getting a lot better at offstage. And let's have a look at the bow first. The side, it doesn't really fit bow vibes to me. More fits sword or scythe. But speaking of that, none of the characters we've covered so far have scythe. It's pretty decent for light combos, but it's not the best at it. And I think that most of them, they're not giving me bow vibes, so I don't really think it suits the character. I would say this would go a lot better with others katanas. So the down's pretty cool. That gives sort of vibes. The regular attack don't really give vibes about it, bow, but that sort of does. And I just don't like how the guns look. I mean, they're good. It's just they look so small, bro. Like every child's nerfed them. The side, they gotta be at like a perfect angle. I mean, just look at this. You just can't open them. So if you get it at a correct angle, then it's decent. The down definitely suits down vibes to me, and it's powerful.
Alright, who wants to be it first?
But now the up is decent, I would say. Although it's not the best. So yeah, I wouldn't just. It's good. I just think you've got to be pretty good to use it. So I would say it's a bad character. Now time. What's her name again? Jala. Jala. Sounds like a song from Trolls. Jala la 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 la. Oh, that's a Christmas song. But yeah.
Yeah, I want to be in it.
Gosh, this is important, so you gotta be careful.
Okay, the up is pretty good. Okay, it's sort of just like it has high knockback, and I mainly like this character because of the dragon T-Rex. Okay, it's in most of her attacks, but it's very cool. Yeah, so yet again, Axe makes it a pretty powerful character, and the moveset with high knockback.
What the hell?
The down is pretty good.
What the hell?
Yeah. The side is also pretty good. If they're like next to you yet against them with Diana, you can't really hit them. You got to hit them with regular. But if they're an angle, then it's great damage and high knockback, which I like. I'm not sure. Pretty common. I think knockback is also a dexterity sword. But the down, it just doesn't. It's powerful. It just doesn't give me the right vibes for it. And the up, I think it's too short to be an up attack, really. If I do that, it has high power and high damage. It just doesn't have decent reach. So yet again, would not recommend. Oh, my sweet child, baby, cool. Of course, God, love good cool. Now, I love Core to bits, but there's one problem with him. He is so easily, you can attack him so easily. Okay, like after one special, he gets destroyed. Like, watch this, ready? If I get fist, yep. See, he could easily get destroyed. Okay, like if you don't play Brawlhalla, that may seem like, oh yeah, you can easily come back from that. But if you do play Brawlhalla, you know that timing and actually having enough time to do a move. Because if you miss that, like if you miss the grab, you're dead. Okay, you're instantly gonna get comboed, and that could cost you it. Yeah, so that's the side. The down is a bit different. It sort of smashes the ground, which is decent to go into an up, which is the side, but basically upwards. Now, people would normally think that, oh, fist, you know, similar to Rayman's, it's going to want to go directly upwards. But no, this one sort of goes, like, angled. Now, the hammer I like is, I feel like every child would want to use it after this, but I'll get to that one last. The side, it's similar to some others I don't like. It just doesn't feel like, it generally just feels like the regular, where it just kind of just hits it down, and it's really slow, and you got to be decent to hit it.
Dominating.
The up is sort of good, okay? Like, they gotta be like high in the air for it to actually hit, and they gotta not be behind you. They gotta be directly in front of you or above you. But now every child's move that I think would be the favourite. The down. You roll into a ball, okay, it covers a lot. Like 2 can take you across half and a bit more. So yeah, overall core, he's wide open for like most attacks, so he's not the best. So I would put core in very bad, sadly. Now, yet again, similar to Ember, this one does spam quite a lot. But if you enter ranked, like free-for-all spam, experimental spam, strikeout spam, but if you enter a ranked, this character, they're actually really good. Like, the combos they pull off are very good. Okay, the side is very good. It's very annoying to go up against, but it covers a wide area. If you miss it, it's got pretty dire consequences. It doesn't have the largest range, like 1, 2, 3, I'll just go up here, 4, and then 5. So if you don't hit it, 5, it takes slower, so it's not the best bet. The down is pretty good, okay? If they're next to you, it takes a while to charge up if they're next to you, but if they're like in you or above you, like over your character, then it's a pretty easy hit. Then the up, it's not the best because you can't really pick them up as you do it. So if you gotta sort of like get them in the air before you do it. Let's clear. Okay, now try to recover from that, Lucian. Okay, I just suck. But now the spear. Okay, it's pretty decent and pretty funny. The side. It's pretty easy to trick you with. Sadly, it doesn't fling you across the stage because 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it just takes a while to get across. It's not the best, although he's more of a combo character. The down is definitely a down attack. It's great for edge camping. All you gotta do is that. And if you weren't bad like me and actually hit your mates, then yeah. The up, that does not give me up 5. Because normally you think like, oh yeah, you gotta go up and attack. But no, his up moves are more directional. They more go to the side than upwards. So he's pretty good, you just gotta be decent with him. So I'll put him in decent. Now Val is not the best character, but I guess I'll test her out.
Josh's turn.
All I know is that stats is like a staircase, and I think it's funny.
Just
Been around in it.
Yeah. So let's see. The fist, the side is, it covers a decent area. It takes 1, 2, 3, around 3, maybe it's a little bit more. Now the down is pretty good for just, if they're charging out, you get to basically jump back and hit them, so it's pretty good. But the up move, if they're above you, then it's great to use because it flings them in perfect directions for any sort of combos off stage if they have high percentage. The sword I also like because it's sort of if you perfectly time it, then you could sort of like jump over a bomb, maybe like over. It takes 1, 2, about 2 hits to get across. We'll still get to find one that takes 1 hit. The down is similar to just some spear ones. It just down. It basically just spins around. The up is pretty good because it changes the direction if it hits. So yeah, Val is a decent character. Okay, I would say because of moveset and direction, I would say it's a great character. Oh, my beloved Ragnar, used for many examples. Now, the reason I'm not doing any like cosmetics and colours, because if like someone plays this and I have different cosmetics on, they're not going to be able to see the characters and stuff, so it'll look different. Like for example, the Rock.
And why did you do John C?
That was the Rock. Okay, I had to. Okay, and plus.
Same person.
I don't know. The side is very high damage, although it doesn't really take you that far. So 1, 2, 3. It's around 4, okay, it's pretty good. The down is great if they're charging at you, and especially to lead into combos. He's not that good at staying at the edge, but you can try your best with him. Because this one, most of them, the longer you charge it, the further it goes and the higher damage it does. But this one, the longer you hold it, just the further it stays. The up is great for comboing. Like if I do... Okay, yeah, I just suck with Ragnar. But he's a good character. Okay, now this is what I was on about. The side, okay, it goes very far across the screen. Like, one takes me there, but that one's 2, but a bit ahead. So yeah, Ragnar's daggers are very good. The down is a lot better edge guarding than the axe. Because it can sort of just... Oh my god. Yeah. It just shoots a mini fireball downwards to knock them out. But the up one I do like, because yet again, it can set you up for many combos. Yeah, so Ragnar is a good character, but his moves aren't the best when it comes to direction, so I'll just put him good for now. Now, a lot of people, I'm pretty sure there's a YouTuber that main job is just to kill Mordexes with Cross. I'm pretty sure, like, for fun, he just goes around and kills Mordexes with Cross.
Does he hate furries that much?
No, I'm pretty sure it's because Mordex is such an OP character, everyone uses him, he's like trained to be better and kill them.
So he's using the worst character.
No, Cross is actually a very good character, okay? The side, it doesn't really move very, like I can't even count how many this will move, because it like moves you like half. Yeah, the side, it does high damage. I mean, look at that. Went from orange to red in one hit. Good. Now, I do like the down, because you don't move, because if you're only down, it's like flingy towards them, and like, no, spin around, something like that. But this one, you get a standstill, so you can just avoid attacks while attacking. So it's great. Now, the up is great for if they're trying to get back on stage. But instead of regular ones, like, the longer you hold it, the further you go. No, the longer you hold this one, the higher you go. So I think that's pretty unique in the character. The guns. The side is very good, okay? Okay, this is a very decent character, because its mobility is very good. I would say around, yeah, pretty decent mobility. And yet again, this one, it covers a decent area with it down. Yeah, I'll say it's pretty good.
No, good one.
But they can't be like above your character or anything, otherwise the down does not work. But I would say, very surprising, yet again, is this character's up actually goes up, because if I get them...
What's my turn? How's my turn? I'm it now.
If I hit them...
Next time, here's how to make a vortex.
See, it actually decides to hit them that time. So Cross is actually a very good character. Okay, the combos you can pull off of it, I'm putting that in a same tier. Next is Mirage. I used to be really good with Mirage and combo a lot with her.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I would say Mirage is a very decent character. Not the best character. Okay, it's got decent moves. But yeah. So the side, it's sort of like you can slightly dodge projectiles and stuff. It's like to get across, but the problem with it is if I don't pass them, it doesn't hit them. They have to be directly where it lands, and it doesn't show you where it's going to go. Although it's one of the first characters that we've seen so far with the scythe. So the side's pretty decent, I guess. The down, I think, is pretty unique, because if they throw something at you, you can quickly dodge it while doing attack. But the up is pretty satisfying and very powerful. Now for this, the side is similar. I'm pretty sure it's just like a remake of Ember's Wolf. It sort of bounces from one side, like throwing a boomerang, jump over it, no, dodge some attacks. Now the down, it doesn't have too big of an area of what I would call a down attack, but the up is not an up attack. It has decent range, but I would not picture it as an up attack. It's mainly a side attack in my opinion. Yeah, that's Mirage. It's not the best character. So I'm gonna put Mirage in character. Okay, Nyx. I love Nyx. Real fun character to play with.
Nyx. What'd you do that for? I had plenty of
There's Arcadia. I hate Arcadia with burning passion. Yeah, Nyx.
I'm only this young mistake I didn't wrap me up to them.
Okay, side is actually a very good one. Another character with a scythe, because you can just do many things with a scythe.
You're still doing the two.
many things with the scythe. And yeah, it's pretty good. The up attack is, I would picture it more of his gun, but yet again, it's not really an up attack. You've got to sort of move to the side to hit him with it. Yeah, so it's decent, I guess. The down, I wouldn't really picture it, I just love it because it's high damage and it has decent knockback. It doesn't have the best knockback, but it's decent. The guns, yet again, they fling you to the side. I love that. Let's see.
Good Josh, that was your fault. You're the one who ran into me.
3. It's actually very good. The down, that can fling you high and it's satisfying. And then the upwards, okay, the up attack is also pretty good, but yet again, I prefer to have them where sort of like one weapon goes upwards and the other weapon goes diagonal, which this is what Nyx has, which is very good and I like it. So Nyx, great for combos. I'm also putting that in. Okay, I'm putting that in insane. Now, I don't know much about my boy Mordex. All I know is that he's great, okay? I don't know much about him. All I know is that he is apparently, I saw a bunch of videos when I searched Mordex to get some little research on him, and apparently he's like the character that broke Brawlhalla. His combos and attacks and stats were just so good and stuff. So, he might be the first one to go into Godly tier. So, straight away, his side attack dodges and they got to be like decent range away, but most people do it at decent range away, so that's something. Yeah, so Mordex, he's pretty good. The side's great, prayers for combos. The down I do like is because it grabs them and flings them up in the air to be absolutely destroyed. And the up is yet again great for combos because it gets them in the air. Like the down gets them in the air, the up gets them in the air. It's just great. One throws them in the air, one hits them in the air. Now the scythe I do like because you sort of stand still. I don't like how it doesn't really move you. It does very slightly. Oh, around 4, maybe like 5. But yeah, so I do like how the side, it has a wide area. The only way to really dodge it is to go up. But then, if you go up, then Mordex's thing is actually pretty decent for up and diagonal, which is great, and has very high damage and knockback. Then his final move, probably my favourite for combos, is the down, which sort of picks him up and flings him. But I think depending on the way you face it, depending on the way he gets flinged. Like, yeah, the different way, like whichever arrow key you hold is the way he gets flinged. But you can do some pretty funny combos.
Good on the.
So I can't do them because he's too high. So yeah, Mordex is really good. I don't see a single flaw of him, and that's mainly why I chose him. So yeah. Next is Artemis. Okay, I actually am a fan of Artemis. I like him. I think his moveset's decent, but he mainly spams Lance. Cough, cough, Edward. Cough, cough.
I don't play more. I don't spam.
Debatable. Anyway,
What do you mean debatable?
I'm saying that you spam. Cough, cough. Yeah, so the scythe is pretty good, okay? It's pretty decent for combos, but its main perk is the side and the down. Mainly because the down is great. I mean, look at that. I'm pretty sure he was an orange, you know, maybe light red, and it killed him. So we'll start with his side. His side is just high damage. Not too good damage, but it takes a lot of the map up. So that's 1, 2, round 3, and it flings him in the air. So if they try to get back on stage, then you can just hit them with the up, which is actually a very decent move in my opinion. It's very good for setting up combos and it does high damage. But then the best one for the scythe is the down. It jumps up in the air, shoots a little down, and just flings them across. Now the most spammiest part of Artemis, the side on the lance. Like you can just be having a regular day, you know, enjoying the rank, having a win streak, and then this sort of thing comes along.
You realise you're in this chat.
And that's literally it.
You're the only one in this chat, Reese.
Absolutely spamming.
Reese, you're the only one in this chat.
I know, Edward, because I'm trying to do a video. It's pretty obvious. And the down just flings them really. That's all it does. It covers a wide area, you can charge it up, it flings them pretty far. Pretty decent. Yeah, and then the up is similar to the scythe. It's sort of just, it's similar to the down but opposite basically, which is basically what it is actually. But yeah, Edward, because you made Artemis, is there anything you want to say about Artemis? Never mind. I would put Artemis, in my opinion, in the insane tier. Okay, the combos you can do with him, except he's mania spammer. Yeah, I think I'll end that one there, really. Now I've got a decent variety of characters. Or Laminuk. Yeah, I think I'll just end that one there. With, that's the list so far. And I think I'll finish off on part 3.